Sit down. Sit down.
If you were just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, it is the third quarter of the Botswana Eswatini Under-14 Test Series. Right now, Eswatini are very much strongly in the lead right now. They almost were a bit jetted in the first few quarters as Botswana striked first, but right now they have maintained the lead. They now get it to that captain. Oh, you gave it to a Sharpman. Sharpman who does not convert there. Beautiful attacking play there, but could not get the shot to fall on that possession. Botswana in this very game playing way much better. You can see by the way the games have been going along that they are getting better game by game with the way the score keeps on closing down on it. Now the ball will be handled by Hlelo. Hlelo bounces it off the board, tries to get it up front, but Mdluli tries to get it. Oh, Botswana tried to chip it back. Now Botswana on the pressing side here as they are trying to get a few shots in, getting attacking, stolen by Luka, but the ball chipped way too high there for the referee's liking. He says Eswatini ball. Ball will be handled by Michael, but Amin kicks it, sends it straight out to the front. Julie trying to get it, but unfortunately Michael's called for the foul there. He's being told there that he's being careless on that possession there. Julie, what a spin cycle! Oh my days! Have you seen skill like that? That is Sianda Mdluli, the captain of the Eswatini team, putting them on their back, extending the lead now 5-2. Sianda absolutely unconscious, absolutely on form. Extending the lead now 5-2. Botswana needs to find a way to answer back in this very possession. They get it back to Luka. Luka Sanders hitting. Ref finally calls something. It was getting too violent back there in the ring. Pushes it all the way, trying to fight Michael on the far left wing. Did not get it. Michael seems a bit too reluctant there, but that will be handled by Hlelo. Hlelo, the brick wall of Eswatini, gives it to his counterpart, who mishandles, getting pressed by two. What a steal! Botswana could not get it to fall there. Jaon Kitsorile could not find a way to score. But Luka mishandles, gets it to Sharpham. Sharpham turns, tries to find Mieni up front. Now Kitsorile by himself, but Hlelo stops him in his tracks. Ref was to call something. Ref saying too high there. Seems as if the collision of the sticks was not for the ref's liking. Luka there. Luka sends it all the way to the far left, trying to find Michael Shimuka. Tumelo tries to give it to Kitsorile in the middle, but could not find him. They get it to Dlamini. Dlamini called for the stick foul there. Dlamini being too excited, looking for the 6th goal for the Eswatini team. Sharpham will now sub out. They will be now putting the other counterpart of the Dlaminis, putting in Becky Temba Dlamini, who's going to be playing on the far left side of this very game. Chello getting handled there. Chello loses the ball. They call the foul. Seems as if they were a bit too agitated. They will now get called on the foot. Coach that side in very much disbelief. Does not believe that was the right call there. Chello now on the ball, trying to look for the 6th goal of the Eswatini team, but Luca Sanders stops it in his tracks. Luca shielding the ball, Luca going, driving. Finally get a foul call there. Luca Sanders playing with absolute strength there, looking for his counterpart inside. Does it go in? No, it does not, but they will get a short corner, a chance to convert here. And looking at Botswana, you look at the chance for Luca to try and convert on this possession here. Luca has been the strong one this side, but they might even consider Kamran Amin for a chance to score. But with only 3 minutes left on the clock, they're trying to find a way to score here. Kamran says, now is my chance. Here I am. Luca Sanders on the far left here, right by the possession, looking for a way to score. Botswana need this goal to try and make this a more competitive game. Botswana need this desperately. Luca gets blocked. Luca Sanders, about time. Botswana gets on the scoring board. The score is now 5-3. Beautiful strength there by Luca. Now the game is starting to be just slightly a bit more competitive. The game is now looking much more close. The score is now 5-3, going in the 3rd quarter, approaching the 4th. What a game it has been. Beautiful block there by the keeper, not having any of it, saying not on this side. But the ref seems to have called a foul much earlier than that. They will now send back the 2nd defender, the man with Chello at the back, Mr. Benjamin Gwebu, the starting defenders for the Eswatini side. Time winding down. Botswana looking for a way to score there. Seems to be a miscommunication on our side. Looks like Eswatini is very strongly ahead. Score is now 8-3. With time winding down, Telo on the last possession here tries to give it to Benjamin Gwebu. But it's stolen there by Michael. Michael fighting. Michael being called there for the green card, being a bit reckless there with the sticks. Michael, a little bit reckless there with the sticks, jiving for everything there, and seems to have been called for the green card. He'll be sitting out for just a little bit. Botswana this game seeming much more stronger in this very regard, now scoring 3, but playing exceptionally better than what we've been seeing throughout the whole day. Oh, the fight under there by number 15, Labatumelo. And seems as if the team did not get away with that one. Eswatini will now handle it. Benjamin, oh, almost a steal there by Kingsley. Kingsley fighting for it, but unfortunately he's called for the foul as well. Kingsley also being told he's a bit reckless with the sticks, not to extend that arm too much, as that is quite a dangerous move in the game of hockey, especially with the equipment that's being used. It could result in a fatal injury. And just like that, that is the third quarter. We're going to be moving on to the fourth quarter in just a little bit. The score right now, Eswatini 8, Botswana 3. Eswatini very strongly ahead and being led by their captain, Mr. Duli, who's been playing exceptionally well. And deciding to now call it a time here. Let's see what we have in store. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, it is FaithWorx Sports right here, a long corner. What a game this has been. They now will sub out Mr. Chabeza to put in that counterpart of the Dlaminis, number 6. Seems as if Zamran got hit there, got clipped with one of the sticks there, and will have to sub out, unfortunately. Very unfortunate for a young man who showed great promise in this very test series today. And what an unfortunate way to end the game. It keeps dying, but it should be back now. It's working. Eh? What I am going to get a team I base with a team base I connect the hey la. That's why I'm disconnected because that was locked into the other Wi-Fi. I tell Kaka to get out of the 5G Wi-Fi. They are connected to this one. Which one? This one. Which Wi-Fi? Fast. With the game winding down, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure. Unfortunately, you just missed a beautiful goal by the Eswatini team from the player, from the captain there, as he finally extended the lead. The score is now 9-3. As we're winding down this game, ladies and gentlemen, it's very fair to say that Eswatini put the beat down on our home boys in this very game. Finally, Botswana finally gets something on the board. It is now 9-4. At least they'll come out with something. The score way much better in this game. Captain Dumili trying to fight that goal, claiming that it was outside. He's saying that goal should not count. The referees will have to look at it, put it under review to see whether or not that was in play. The refs will not count it as a goal. They said that was completely out of play. Good call there by the captain. Botswana trying to look for that fourth goal that they so desperately need. Botswana inside, but it is stolen. Eswatini would like to push the break. Benjamin Gwebu is stolen by Sanders. The game looking much more fast-paced there. Did not get the shot to fall there. And of course, they had to call a violation because that player, number 17, was too aggressive on the sticks. Will the ref punish him on this regard? Seems as if it's just going to be a talking to. Number 17, Kingsley Mukwena, being told, "Say, the game is ended. No need for such aggression." Benjamin Gwebu will now handle it and they will get it to their captain. But they finally stole it. Seems as if the captain, Mr. Mdluli, got clipped there on his foot, but he seems to be okay. Sanders will now handle it. Sanders looking like the veteran of his team there. Gets a through ball. Oh, but it's clipped. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the game is over. The score is 9-3. And that is the end of the test series for the Under-14 boys. What a games that we have been witnessing, ladies and gentlemen, right here in the Buntleng community. For now, ladies and gentlemen, the series is over. It is the score ended as 9-3, but the series ended as 3-0, with Botswana not being able to get a single win over the past 3 games. But now going to be commencing in the handshakes, show there's no bad blood between the teams as it should be. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished the Botswana and Eswatini Under-14 Test Series, and we are with the captain and leading goal scorer of the Eswatini team, Mr. Sianda Mduli. How you doing, man?
I'm good, and you?
Hey, man, a fantastic game. From game 1 until game 3, you've been dominant whole out. How was the preparation into coming here? How did you guys prepare to make sure that you create a thrashing during these games?
We put in hard work and effort. We never gave up. We never complained about anything.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
patience.
So how has Botswana been so far for you, man? I mean, is it your first time here?
Yes, it is.
How is it so far for you?
It's been fun.
Yeah. So with the games winding down now, you just crossed off your final game. What's your expectation going forward? What's your vision when it comes to hockey, as not only as a player but as a country?
We can do more, and there's more to come.
All right. Thank you so much, man. It's been a pleasure.
No problem.
Sure.